Hello everyone, and let me tell you, it is getting ready to be cold outside, and most of the U.S. is going to be super cold. So I just want to give a heads up to everyone who's thinking about ordering anything off my website, markshellyaquatics.com. There will be a weather delay in the next week or so. We got wind chills of -20, and all it's going to take is a small delay or getting held up outside or on a loading dock. And even with all the stuff I do with heat packs and insulated boxes and insulation, it's just not worth the risk to ship out critters. So we're going to deal with the cold, and then let's talk about the outside pond, the shrimp that are outside. Let's see how the greenhouse cover I built for it is doing. And we'll look at these new tanks here, these new shrimp. These new guys are all doing super awesome. And then we'll end out the video taking a look at the red fancy tigers. Those guys are doing awesome. I'm so excited. I finally got my Carradine is doing awesome. And hopefully I can do more of those in the future. So let's get started. And also, I went and done something yesterday that I'd never done. Before in my life had I ever gone to an eye doctor. I never needed to. Well, about 3 years ago, I found out I had diabetes and started having vision problems and got all my diabetes stuff in check. And my vision come back, and thankfully it had been good. Well, I've noticed my vision has kind of been not as good as it used to be here the last 3 or 4 months. So I finally went to the eye doctor. They've been trying to get me to go to the eye doctor for years. I finally went. The good news is I probably need glasses. Well, I guess that's the bad news. But it's not from diabetes. It's getting old. So I was really scared to go. Didn't want to find out if I was going blind from diabetes. But it turns out my diabetes situation with the eyeballs is perfect. I'm just getting old. All right, let's get into the shrimp. All right, so you can see here we got a nice mess going on here on the deck. It's rain, snow, sleet, ice before it gets super cold. And here is the shrimp pond greenhouse situation outside. Honestly, I'm surprised how well it's held up. Now, thankfully, we haven't had a ton of snow or anything. I think if we got a huge snowstorm, that might do it in, because this thing is pretty flimsy, but I'm pretty happy with it. And as I'm about to show you, the temperature, it has been very regulating. Like, we've had a it's been mild winter so far, but we've had our fair share of days of it getting down to about 10 and only getting up to 20 during the day. And the pond hasn't froze, not even at the top. It's not even come close to freezing. And there's no heat or anything down in there. And it's doing good. It really is. I'm surprised. I was like, oh, maybe this will be a fun experiment to try out. Hopefully it works out. I really didn't think it would. But so far it has been pretty awesome. And so this is the wireless thermometer I'm using. You can see the high temperature the last 24 hours is 38.8 and the lowest is 38.3. It really keeps it down in there. I've been anywhere from like 36 to 45 this winter so far. Okay, so let's take a look at the new Neo colonies. Look at these little Red Riding Hoods. I'm in love with these. I think with the new lines I got, I think these guys are going to be my favorites so far. They are doing really good. Look how many of them there are. A really fun shrimp. Very unique. Very unique. There's a few I'm going to start calling out here in a little bit. But really, overall, pretty stinking good. Pretty good. Like I said, these are probably my favorites of the new ones. And right next to it, we're starting to get some algae in here. Look at these yellow shrimp. They're pretty good. they're good, healthy shrimp. We'll see how they, you know, I got them and I'll work on getting them better, but they're good. They're pretty good. They really are pretty good. But I've never had a new shrimp line just come in and just boom. They were a little young when I got them, but as soon as they grew up, they got buried and they went to town making babies. And we got a little bit of algae popping up in that moss. If we look around here, there's all kinds of ages of shrimp. And most of the females are, as soon as they have their babies, they get buried again. So these guys, they're doing really good. Really good. And then finally, next door, I can show you guys some black rose babies. Let's see if we can find any. I say that, and that's going to be hard to find one. There we go. There's some little baby blacks. Baby black rose shrimp. Excited to see how these guys grow up. Doing good. And here are the imports, the orange realies I got. These guys are doing good. I've had a handful die off, but all those, when they sent them to me, there's a lot of little tiny fresh clear babies that were in there. And I'd say there stands to be a good chance this is going to be a solid line from those imports I got. I mean, look at that. There's a ton of shrimp in here. Because they sent me like 22, 23 adults. And there's probably like 30 or 40 newborn little babies in there with them. And I think we're just now having my first actual buried ones have babies. I haven't seen any brand new babies yet. But I'm going to be on the hunt for those, and we should be seeing some of those soon. And the red fancy tigers, look at them. Man. I know this one right here is buried. I do believe this one is as well. And I think that one might be too. And then got some more in addition to my originals from Kyle over at Poseidon's Pets. There's one of the ones he sent me. Those were just little young guys when they come in. And they are getting close to be breeding size. So we got, yeah, look at those. Good lookers. Look at. Now I know I've been getting some oddball ones popping up. And they all kind of look like this. There's one that's like fully red like that and even has red eyes. So I want to be figuring out how to start calling these guys. I don't have another call tank right now. But we'll see about setting one of those up. We got at least 3 buried ones, I do believe. More buried ones on the way. No more random deaths after treating the tank with this stuff. Cure from Plampsky Shrimp Farm. Stuff has been a lifesaver. The difference since treating my tank is night and day. Night and day. Excited. All right, everyone. So that's all I got for you today. Today was wow, this week has been a busy, busy week. Oh my goodness. So much stuff going on. So thought I'd just give you guys a quick little update on some of the stuff, and we'll get to see if the greenhouse holds up to negative below zero temperatures and 55-mile-an-hour winds. That's what we got coming up in the next few days. It's gonna suck. So stay safe, stay warm, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.